Ever feel like you're just moving through a mental fog? You know that feeling. It's so frustrating. Well, in this explainer, we're going to cut right through that haze. We've got 3 simple, really powerful tactics to help you reclaim your focus and feel sharp again. Does this sound familiar to you? That feeling where your thoughts are all scattered? You feel like you're constantly a step behind? You just don't feel like your best self? It's an incredibly common thing to go through, and the good news is, it's something we can totally tackle head on. So let's give this opponent a name. We're going to call it brain fog. Because, like any challenge, the very first step to beating it is to understand exactly what it is we're up against. And it's so important to get this. Brain fog isn't just about not getting work done. No, it's so much deeper than that. It actually seeps into our relationships, it can really hurt our self-esteem, and it just impacts our overall quality of life. This is personal. But here's the most important thing to remember, and I mean this. This is not a permanent state. You absolutely have the power to fight back. So let's get into the toolkit and see exactly how it's done. Okay, our first tactic is all about defeating overstimulation. In our world today, which is, hyper-connected, we're just constantly bombarded with information. And our brains, they were not designed for this level of input, and they are paying a heavy price in focus and clarity. This quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? I mean, ask yourself, when was the last time you experienced true, genuine silence? This constant battle for our attention, it doesn't just scatter our focus, it completely exhausts our brain and leaves us feeling disconnected from ourselves. So the solution here is actually beautifully simple, and it starts really small. You don't need to go on some week-long silent retreat. What if you just dedicated, say, 10 or 20 minutes a day to quiet? No screens, no distractions. And a really powerful place to start is just by keeping your phone away first thing in the morning and right before you go to sleep. That one simple act gives your brain the precious space it needs to reset. All right, so now that we've quieted some of the external noise, our second tactic is to unload the mental clutter from the inside. We're talking about that endless list of thoughts, worries, and to-dos that are always just swirling around in our heads. This really gets to the core of what some people call cognitive load. Just think of your brain like a computer with way too many apps open at once. When it's busy just trying to remember every single deadline, every errand, every idea, it just slows down the main processor. There's no power left for clear thinking. And the fix is so simple. Just get it out of your head. Do what's called a brain dump. Write down every single to-do, every idea, every feeling. Then just look at that list and pick one thing. Just one. The act of getting it out of your head and onto paper frees up so much mental space and instantly cuts down that feeling of being overwhelmed. Okay, our third and final tactic moves us from clearing out the clutter to actually building healthy habits. Because true mental clarity, it isn't just about what you remove. It's about building a strong foundation, day in and day out. This is one of those fundamental truths that we so often forget. You really can't separate your mental performance from your physical well-being. It's impossible. If you're neglecting the basics for your body, your brain just can't function at its best. It's all one system. So let's break down these 4 pillars. Think of sleep not as a luxury, but as essential, non-negotiable maintenance for your brain. Proper hydration? That's not just for your body, it's critical for your thinking speed. And exercise isn't some kind of punishment, it's a way to literally clear the fog. And the food you eat? It's not just for energy, it's the high-quality fuel your brain absolutely demands. Mastering these basics is the ultimate game changer for mental clarity. So we've covered 3 really powerful tactics, but, knowledge is nothing without action. So let's talk about the most important part, taking your very first step toward victory over that brain fog. And honestly, this is the most empowering part of it all. You don't have to completely overhaul your entire life tomorrow. Just pick one small thing. Maybe it's 10 minutes of silence. Maybe it's writing down a to-do list. Or maybe it's just drinking one extra glass of water. These tiny adjustments create this ripple effect that can truly transform your mental clarity. And ultimately, this is what it all comes down to. This isn't about productivity hacks or anything like that. It's about a fundamental decision to take care of yourself. So as we finish up here, I'll just leave you with this one question. What is the one small step you're going to take right now to start clearing the fog?